Hey guys, welcome back to my channel FoodishBeauty. If you're new, my name is TJ and I upload weekly beauty and lifestyle videos. So if these are the videos you love to watch, then please don't forget to click that subscribe button and you would absolutely make my day. So today's video is going to be a first impression on the new Kevyn Aucoin new Limelight highlighting palette in the shade Ibiza. It is the new highlighter from Kevyn Aucoin. He came out with two for the spring summer season. One is called Neo Highlighter in the shade Sahara, and the new Limelight highlighter Ibiza is much more of a pink lilac hued highlighting palette, which myself was super drawn to. It arrived fresh this morning. If you follow me on Instagram story or Snapchat, you will have seen the arrival. It is currently retailing at £47 in the UK and $58 in the US. So it is quite a hefty purchase and I definitely need it to live up to its price tag. The packaging itself is very luxurious and it is a very weighty kind of hard acrylic plastic. It weighs in at 21 grams. To be honest, that is actually an awful lot of highlighter for the price. Now just for comparison, I just went upstairs and grabbed my Dior highlighter. This one weighs in at 6 grams and it costs £30, and the new Becca Prismatic Amethyst highlighter comes in at £32 for 7 grams. So if you think about it that way, gram for gram, the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Limelight highlighter is actually quite reasonably priced, considering you are getting a whopping 21 grams of product. The only other highlight I have in my arsenal that rivals that amount is the Jeffree Star Skin Frost highlighters, and they are huge, but these are only 15 grams. So I would say this is the biggest highlighter, kind of one block highlighter I have in my collection. But the unique selling point for this one, I guess, is the ombre effect. So without further delay, let's start swatching. So I'm going to go in with this very far end, the champagne looking shade. It looks super pretty and it feels pretty soft. The initial impression it's giving me is definitely very subtle. I cannot see any glitter in there at all. In fact, I don't even think it's very frosty. The shade itself is also surprisingly warm. I would say it's a classic subtle white gold. Now moving along, I'm going to go in right here, which looks like it could yield a kind of frosty pink finish. And it is just that. It's definitely getting a lot more frostier. You guys know I love a strong metallic highlight. We're now seeing much more of a frosty silvery pink, and this is definitely my preferred shade compared to the first white subtle gold. Moving along, I'm going into the lilac territory here. So definitely looks quite lilac-y. And on the hand, yes, it's becoming more and more pink and the lilac shift is definitely coming through. I love this. I think it's great that you have a choice of different shades. So now finally we move on to the purpley, really prismatic side. And shall I go here? It's almost looking lavenderish and it's beautiful. Now because my finger stayed in this zone only, so it has lost some of that frostiness, it can definitely work very well as a kind of purpley blush on my skin tone. I will definitely need to mix this with some of the frosty shades around here to make it more of a highlight. So now I've come a little closer because I have no highlighter on, like I said to you guys before, and I'm going to show you how it looks on my cheeks. There is nothing shimmery going on my cheeks right now. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe 510 M510 brush. It's my holy grail highlighting brush. It's so good. And I think I'm going to go in with the champagne shade first, just to see how subtle it is on this side of my cheek. Let's see. I'm not sure how it's coming across on the screen, but on my mirror right now, I can see it already. Having said it's subtle, but it is so beautiful. It has a very ethereal quality to it. By the way, the brush is absolutely clean, so this is all Kevyn Aucoin you're seeing right here. Now I've gone in with the brush. I can see being a traditional powder formula, it does kick off a little bit of powder in the pan, so it does start to get a little bit messy. That is something to note if you don't like powdery highlighters. So let's move on to this cheek, and I'm going to go in with the pink shade in the middle, I think. Let's give it a try. Wow, I really like it so much. It really is surprisingly strong as a highlight. I love it. And you can definitely see the color difference between this white pearly gold and this pink frosty glowy goodness. Now to go over the gold, I'm going to go in with the purple and see just how it looks as a kind of blush topper. Just going in with the brush, I can see a lot of fallout from this palette, so I would definitely use it horizontally laid flat on the table. Let's see how it works. Wow, it's so pretty. You can really see that purple. I hope that the camera is picking up. You can really see the lilac going on here, and it definitely gives you a prismatic finish. I love the fact that although it has a lilac shift, it's not looking ashy whatsoever on my cheeks. I can see it working for either fair or dark or medium skin tone because it doesn't have a strong colour cast underneath the glow. So to conclude my first impression for the Kevyn Aucoin Neo Limelight Ibiza palette, I can certainly say I absolutely love it for the time being. It gets a solid 9 out of 10 for now from me, purely because it can go from subtle glowy to full-on ethereal beautiful luminosity, all from one palette. And I love the diversity of shades you can get from this single palette alone. I think it definitely is worth the money considering how much product you're getting. The product itself is very high quality. The packaging is beautiful and very luxurious. The only point deducted from this palette was because it does seem to kick off quite a bit of powder when you put a brush to it. So that's it, my friends. I hope you really enjoyed this video and found the swatches on my arm and my cheeks helpful, especially if you're thinking about buying this palette. As per usual, please don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know your thoughts on the palette indeed, or how your week is going. I always love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please also do find me on all of the social media platforms under the name FoodishBeauty so we can chat a little further about beauty, travel, fashion and food. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.